Hello and welcome from Mazatlan here in Mexico in the state of Sinaloa. I just got here last night, and the reason I'm in Mazatlan is because I'm going to help some family members move a sailboat up from Mazatlan back to San Diego. But I'm spending a few days here in Mazatlan to just explore a little bit, and right now I'm staying in the northern part of the beach area in Mazatlan. And we got in last night, took a taxi from the hotel, took a taxi from the airport, which took 20 minutes to get to the hotel. And we're staying at the Viaggio, which is in the northern part of the beach area here in Mazatlan. And we're right across from these two little islands. This is Isla de Venados, and you can take a day tour to go there. I was reading that that's one of the only places you can go snorkeling here. And then just north of Venados is Parajos Island, which is more of a ecological reserve. You can take a boat there, it looks like, and hang out. There's a little beach. And then just north of here is the marina, which is where people park their boats. And Mazatlan feels a lot like Puerto Vallarta, where there's hotels just along the beach. But the beaches aren't blocked off like they are in Cancun, where all the hotels kind of claim the beaches. So I do like that. And there's high tide right now until about noon, so there's less beach to walk on when you're here. And we got here on the day of Cinco de Mayo, so our first impressions were very different than what it is today. Because on Cinco de Mayo, things are really crowded, everyone was having fun. It's comparable to 4th of July in the United States. And yeah, everything was just crowded and wild, and everyone was having a good time. But today's the day after Cinco de Mayo, and things are way less crowded. I mean, yesterday you could barely walk on the beaches here. It was so full of people because of the holiday. So it's about 10 a.m. and I came out earlier around 8 a.m. and it was impossible to walk on the beach because the tide was up so high. And it's going out, so probably around 1 will be the lowest tide. So I'm guessing the beaches will fill up more with people at that time as well. And as you can see on the left, it's just hotels. You have palapas. Very typical of beach towns here in Mexico. You have day beds where you can rent. I think these are part of a hotel. And the hotel I'm staying in is right there. And it's a newer hotel. But like I said, everything was really crowded yesterday and hard to get a clear picture of what it's like normally. And the beaches are clean. And it's mostly families here, local Mexican tourists hanging out in Mazatlan, I've noticed. It's not your typical beach town destination like Cabo or Cancun where it's overrun with Americans. It's mostly local tourists here, which I like. More palapas. So on this northern side of the beach, it's more big resorts, corporate resorts, and the further down you get to the Mazatlán, it seems like they're smaller hotels and more independent. You have hotels like the Best Western and Hilton's up here. You know, like 200-room hotels. then most of these hotels have a pool in the back that overlooks the beach. People taking portraits, all white. It's a good shot. And this is the hotel I'm staying in, the Viaggio, and they have a big pool out back, palm trees. There's a pool just for kids, like a play place, and the tide is still coming right up to the wall. I'm still wearing shoes, so I have to not get my feet wet. People setting up chairs for the day. I did a quick walk yesterday, and a lot of the vendors are selling donuts and shrimp on a stick, barbecued shrimp. And Mazatlan is known for their shrimp, so when you're here you have to try aguachile, which is like a shrimp ceviche with serrano peppers or jalapenos. It's really spicy. And then you also want to try ceviche when you're here, smoked marlin, bearded tamales, which is the shrimp tamale, bearded, or what else? Coconut's huge here, so they have coconut horchata, a lot of coconut desserts, which I've yet to find. It's a big fishing town here in Mazatlan. And it's also a big popular port for boats. In the 1820s, this was the biggest boat marina, port, whatever you call it, for shipping. A lot of boats from Europe would come, drop off their goods, and then ship out gold and silver from Mexico. And like I said, the marina's way over there. And because of all the gold shipping, there was a lot of pirates in the 1800s. So there's a lot of legends of gold being stashed away in the coves and islands here in Mazatlan. Also in Baja, in the Sea of Cortez. So if you're into treasure hunting and finding gold, this area would be good for that. Got fruit, oysters, and yesterday when I was here there was no waves at all. It was like a pool and it was perfect for swimming, which is why a lot of families are coming here. It's easy to swim here. A lot of beach towns in Mexico have really wild shore breaks, and it's very swimmable here. Apparently there's a surf contest here in 2 weeks, Mexi Log Fest. And just this morning is when I first noticed all the waves that started forming here. I don't think they'd be very long rides on a longboard, but there are waves and they do kind of break pretty fast. There's no shoulder, so I'm curious to see how the longboard competition will be. And this is Isla de Venados, and you can take a boat tour there. There's a lot of tours going there. They have a beach And like I said, snorkeling. But man, there are way less people on the beach right now than there were yesterday. Like I said, yesterday was Cinco de Mayo. It was crowded and everyone was partying. Condos. So what else is unique about Mazatlan is the music. What's popular is banda music. It's not your classic mariachi. Banda's got more of a German influence. And back in the 1800s, there's a lot of German settlers here. Italians, Chinese, but the Germans really influenced the music here. And then also the beer. Pacifico Brewing is founded here in Mazatlan. And because of the Germans, they brought their beer making here and created Pacifico beer. More hotels. And it is humid here. It's not hot, it's maybe 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And there's always wind because of the ocean, so it feels okay here. More people setting up for the day with umbrellas. And last night we also went to a restaurant called El Chalito, which is on the main road right in front of the beach. And we had aguachile, grilled fish ceviche, and micheladas. So it was a great first food experience for Mazatlan. And the beach is still quiet. Man, this is the total opposite of yesterday. Yesterday was so crowded. And the weather feels great right now. I can't complain at all. Water almost got me. And so that's where we started walking in this video, at the very end of the beach, the very northern part. And I'll probably just walk right to that point right there. I don't know if I can pass it right now in the high tide. Some graffiti, which doesn't look horrible. It's actually pretty colorful. So this wall is just an empty lot behind it, so they'll probably build a hotel there one day, I'm guessing. All the palm trees kind of on the border of it, and people have made their murals here in the meantime. Another epic hotel or condos, I'm not sure which those are. There's some construction going on. Some guys working on a wall. man, is it nice. The weather's awesome. There's no one on the beach right now. I think everyone's either still eating breakfast or they're hungover, so they haven't hit the beach yet. And I don't think I can walk past this. I don't feel like taking my shoes off, and I want to walk back on the street part because I want to show you what the street looks like with all the restaurants one block in from the beach right here. Yeah, the tide comes past that wall, so I'm gonna walk back and find a walkway that goes to the beach. Yeah, like I said, we started walking from that tip all the way down. I'm guessing it's about a mile, maybe a mile. Kind of hard to find a walkway that doesn't go through a hotel to get to the beach, but I think I found one. Doesn't look like one, but I saw murals. Hello, pigeons. Some swordfish and turtles. Sharks, whales. So yeah, this is like a little alley walkway to the beach if you're not staying in a hotel here. And so this is the road that runs parallel with the beaches here, north of the main part of the Golden Zone. Before the Malecon, just north of the Malecon, there's not too much of a formal sidewalk. There's a sidewalk, but it's not the Malecon that you see pictures of. And then El Cholito is the restaurant right there that I ate at the night before. And so this is the main road. So you'll have the Oxos, Kiosco, and other restaurants along here as well if you don't want to eat in an expensive hotel. There's more affordable breakfasts and dinners on this road. I'm not even sure what this road's called, but it's the only one that parallels the beach. And it's lined with these bougainvilleas and palms that you see all over Mexico. And the other night I walked this really quick and I think I saw a mango tree up here. Yeah, this is it. I'm not sure if it's mangoes, but it looks like mangoes. Yeah, you can see them kind of hanging from the branches. Right up there. We have little convenience stores and souvenir shops. have these pulmonias, which are like a form of taxi that only exists here in Mazatlan along the beaches. See more of them coming down right there across the street. And this road is loud, but it is a road. And then the further you go down this road, you'll hit the Mazatlán, probably in a mile. Yeah, this whole area was full of food stalls last night. I don't know if it's every night or if it's just a Sunday night or Cinco de Mayo thing. The Dairy Queen, Churrascaria. And then there's a bunch of Señor Frogs over here, which is the staple in Mexico tourism towns. Camino al Mar. Playa Gaviotas is right up there, which is one of the main beaches here in Mazatlan. I'm going to cross the street and walk back that way so you can see that side. And you have a lot of pharmacias. More souvenirs, tequila, mezcal, artisanal liquors. Bathing suits, swimsuits, bikinis, hats. Jewelry. A lot of Talavera wear, which you'll see all over Mexico as well. Frog. More construction. Looks like they're building a new hotel. This is the Viaggio where I'm staying from the street side. It doesn't look like much. And the Viaggio was $100 a night. Most of the hotels in this area are around 80 and up, and I found the Viaggio was just $20 more than the average and well worth it. And I have to cross here to get to the staircase. I was saying, this was $100 a night, a little bit more than most of the hotels, but you get a lot more. It's a newer hotel, one of the newest hotels I think in Mazatlan, and plenty of rooms. There is availability during Cinco de Mayo. And I'll quickly show you what the room looks like. It's very basic but extremely clean and bigger than average. And first I'll show you the lobby and give you more glimpses of what the pool looks like. Not on a Cinco de Mayo day. It was wild yesterday. Here's the entrance to the lobby. And then there are kind of three pools. There's a kids pool, a larger adults pool, and then a smaller adults pool as well. And I'm staying on the 7th floor. There's an all-inclusive option if you want to get that. It's $123 extra per person for the all-inclusive, but that's where the food would be. It's a breakfast buffet and an all-day buffet. And then the pool is straight out back. Really nice landscaping and outdoor eating area if you want. And the pools. And we come full circle. I started the video up there, and we walked down the beach, and then we went in to the main street and walked back up and came back through the El Viaggio. And this is what the room looks like. It's really basic, but it's nice and clean. The bathroom, big shower, and then the sink area. And the room has a desk. Here's Nelina drinking coffee. And we have a city-facing view. And that's what it looks like. That's the road I walked up earlier, and then this is how I walked into the building on that sidewalk. And then there's a little work area with an espresso machine and all of our stuff.